A cluttered mind is like a garden overrun with weeds, not because the soil is bad, but because no one has taken the time to tend it with conscious care. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about clearing your mind with 3 simple steps to mental decluttering. Enjoy. There's a moment each morning when your mind feels like a cluttered room. Thoughts scattered everywhere, worries piled in corners, yesterday's concerns still taking up space where today's clarity should live. You know that feeling, don't you? When your mental landscape feels so crowded that finding peace seems impossible. But here's what I've learned through years of studying the mind and helping others find their center. Mental decluttering isn't about emptying your thoughts completely. It's about creating intentional space for what truly matters. By the end of this episode, you'll have 3 practical steps to clear the mental clutter and create room for the thoughts that serve your highest good. Think of your mind like your living space. When physical clutter accumulates, it affects how you feel, how you move, how you breathe in that space. Mental clutter works the same way. Those repetitive worries, the endless mental loops, the thoughts that serve no purpose except to drain your energy. They're taking up valuable real estate in your consciousness. The first step in mental decluttering is recognition without judgment. So often, we add to our mental clutter by judging ourselves for having cluttered thoughts in the first place. It's like getting frustrated with dust for settling on furniture. It's simply what happens when we're alive and engaged with the world. Instead, practice gentle awareness. Notice when your mind feels crowded. Acknowledge it with the same kindness you'd show a friend, and remember that recognizing clutter is the first step toward clearing it. The second step is conscious sorting. Just as you might sort through physical items and ask whether they spark joy or serve a purpose, you can do the same with your thoughts. When you notice your mind feeling overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, which of these thoughts are actually helpful right now? Some thoughts are like important documents. They need attention and action. Others are like old magazines. They once had value, but now they're just taking up space. And some thoughts are like junk mail. They never had real value to begin with. This sorting process isn't about suppressing thoughts or pretending they don't exist. It's about consciously choosing which thoughts deserve your mental energy. When you catch yourself replaying an old conversation for the 100th time, you can acknowledge it and gently redirect your attention to something more constructive. When you notice yourself worrying about something completely outside your control, you can recognize that worry as mental clutter and choose to focus on what you can actually influence. The third step is intentional replacement. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so does your mind. When you clear out mental clutter, you want to fill that space with something nourishing rather than letting it fill up with more clutter. This is where you become the curator of your own mental gallery. Choose thoughts that inspire you, ground you, or move you toward your goals. Maybe it's gratitude for the simple fact that you woke up this morning with another chance to create something beautiful in your life. Maybe it's excitement about a project you're working on, or appreciation for someone you love. Maybe it's simply the peaceful awareness of your breath moving in and out, anchoring you to this present moment. The beautiful thing about mental decluttering is that it's not a one-time event. It's a practice. Just like physical spaces need regular tidying, your mental space benefits from consistent attention. But unlike physical decluttering, which can take hours or days, mental decluttering can happen in moments. A few conscious breaths, a gentle redirect of attention, a choice to focus on what serves you. These small acts accumulate into profound shifts in how you experience your inner world. Remember, you have more control over your mental environment than you might think. You can't control every thought that enters your mind, but you can absolutely influence which thoughts you give your attention to and which ones you allow to take up residence in your consciousness. As you move through your day, carry this truth with you. A clear mind isn't an empty mind. It's a purposeful mind. It's a mind that has space for creativity, compassion, and genuine presence. It's a mind that can respond rather than react, that can find peace even in the midst of life's natural chaos. Your thoughts are not your master. You are the conscious observer and gentle guide of your own mental landscape. Use that power wisely, use it kindly, and watch how much lighter and more spacious your inner world becomes. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.